Developing a money mindset is actually quite easy if you view your life in terms of this one single question and thinking about what you actually do. I'm a business professor and I thought about this a lot, and it's, do you trust yourself? Do you believe that you're the only one that can pick stocks? Do you believe that you're the only one that um, will do everything right? And if that's the case, you're likely not going to do well with a money mindset. Often, what you have to do when you think about money, particularly as you begin the journey, you have to view it as almost like a game where you're thinking about your life in terms of where you want to go. And the game is very challenging at the beginning as you learn the skills to do something, but then over time it gets easier and easier and easier, and you don't have to worry about it as much. And I want you to sort of think about actually developing this skill set as a long-term endeavor. And the only way that you're actually going to get good at it is if you don't trust yourself. And what I want to explain, what do I mean by this, is that our lives are inherently risky. There's things that happen to us that we do not want to happen. And we have to think about our life as if you're not going to be able to work. And if you view yourself as not being able to work, you're going to want to invest a little bit of your money and time in other things so that you don't have to. And you can have some fun eventually. So the other thing that you have to think about is that money with yourself and thinking that you can pick stocks and do all that kind of stuff is a very large thing to ask when you're competing against a world that has machines, algorithms, software that is going to be much more smarter than you at any given time. I want you to take that sort of thought and think about how you can internalize this. That if you cannot trust yourself, if that's what it actually means, then you often have to invest in other things that are going to do well. And I don't know what that other thing that is going to be doing well is. So that's why you invest in all of the top companies that exist in this world. And there's an easy way to look at this. It's a very simple, there's just different ways to look at this. I'm not going to get into it, but it's the idea of thinking about how can I grow my assets and grow what I'm doing right now. Assets is a big word for everything that you own. And how can I grow what I'm doing right now? In the game that you have to play that everybody overlooks, and the only way that you can actually generate assets right now is either getting people to work for you or you work yourself. Growing assets, growing your wealth, that's the only way that we know that actually works. It's just working. And so you can figure out how to do that on your own. You could do different ways to figure out how to do that, where you grow these assets that you have right now, the resources that are at your fingertips, another big fancy word. But basically, you want to think about what you have access to and how you can grow that. So for all of us, the only thing that we can do to grow faster, grow those resources a little faster, we're constrained in what we can do because we only have so many resources. The only way that we can do that is through education. It's a magical thing. Information changes a lot of stuff. That's one way that you can change your resources at this given moment. Now, another thing that you can possibly do is as you grow your resources and as you get a little bit better and you level up, you think about how that you can invest in other things around you so that you don't have to continuously level up every single day. And that's the important thing. Why you want to invest in other companies is because they're smarter people than you. There's people that are much more clever. They understand the world. They can see things that you can't see. And they also have access to resources that you do not have access to. I don't know anybody that has billions of dollars of assets that they can get access to, but a lot of people in this world can. And so you want to invest in those people that are doing that kind of stuff so that you can take advantage of things that come your way. And so it's this idea there's only really three things that you could possibly do with the resources that you have. You can spend them, and I think everybody understands that. Um, you can also save them, and that's the investing part of it that I'm talking about, so that you can put your money into something that will grow continuously, so you don't have to continuously keep investing in yourself. At some point, you probably don't want to. And then the other one is give money away to things that you would like to give away to. Um, and all of these things are skills that you have to develop. And the easiest way that you might want to think about them in terms of the software or in terms of the game that you're actually playing is you want to think about playing those things all at once and figuring out what is the right combination of each one of those that you're going to do. So for myself, the easy rule, 10 to 20% of everything that I ever make, my family ever makes, is going to be investing in very basic, simple things. And then, the other components, that's up to you to figure out how to do this. And I want you to sort of get practice doing that, to level up, to think about this. And a lot of what you have to do, and I think this is where the sort of money mindset people get a little messed up with this, is that people don't trust your ability to do this. And ultimately, the trust issues are the things that are driving people to often not do well with their finances. You have to be able to build a team in your life, your own little team, where you're working together, as maybe you're with your parents, maybe you're with somebody that you like, that you want to partner with. You have to learn how to grow this team so that you become more trustworthy of each other. You can see where it's actually going to go. And that is a hard thing for all of us to deal with, but think about that part of it is, how do I grow a happy and healthy life? And what might that actually look like for you at any given time? And so it's investing in things that make your life easier so you can build trust with people around you. And that's the important thing with building money. It's all personal. It's all about thinking of how you could do a little bit better every single day, and think about how you can divvy up these resources in the most effective way. Hopefully that helps you out. All right, take care. Have a wonderful day.